What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a chat about which One Piece set you should be focusing on. You see, EB-01 is out now. OP-06 came out a little while ago and is obviously still out, and that means that we are heading towards the release of OP-07. And I get questions a lot from people basically going, Wossy, I can't afford every set. Which set should I be going for? Which set should I be focusing on? Which set is most deserving of my money? Well, that is where this series of videos comes in. So let's start off with the recently released EB-01. And I don't think EB-01 is a bad set. Let's get that out of the way straight away. I do not think EB-01 is a bad set. But I do feel confident saying at the outset of this video that if there is a skippable set, it's EB-01. And there's several reasons why EB-01 is a skippable set. Firstly, there's only 3 leaders, which means there's only 3 alternate art leaders. We've got Kozuki Odom, we got Kyros, and we got Hannibal. None of them are good. None of those leaders are actually playable or have made any real waves in the metagame, and there's only 3 of them. And that's one thing you need to remember about EB-01. The fact that there are fewer alternate art leaders, etc., means that these cards are going to come around more often. Yes, the secret rare Boncré Bentham is great, but it's 1 secret rare rather than 2, so in theory it's going to come up twice as often. Yeah, the alternate art with Nami artwork is brilliant, but it's the only secret rare in the set, so it's the only alternate art secret rare in the set. There's really good cards like Charlotte Flampay, for instance, which gets an alternate art, and I'm a huge fan of Laboon, for instance. But the pull rates are so much better because there's fewer of them. If you like cracking packs, and I do, EB-01 is great. Because EB-01 still isn't actually out in the UK, which makes me very sad. I am very excited to start picking up some EB-01 when it finally drops in the UK. It's going to be amazing. But I don't think it is a set to really focus on because singles are so much easier. The manga chopper is fine, but it's nothing particularly special as far as mangas go. It's an ordinary everyday run-of-the-mill manga. There's no special rares in the set. It is a cool set to be picking up if you want to and you want to be opening some packs. But in terms of big hits and lots of cool stuff, it really is the bottom of where we've been. And that's not a bad thing. OP-06 and OP-07, as I'm about to explain, are great. But I do think it is a clear number 3 among them. Please don't be mad at me. So what about OP-06? OP-06 has been out for a while now. What do we think about OP-06? And the answer is, we feel pretty good about OP-06. Not all of the leaders are hitting hard. Like, Uta's not really seeing a huge amount of success. But it's an alternate art leader, Uta. Massively more popular character than any we got in EB-01, for instance. And sure, I think it's fair to say Hody Jones is always going to be, not that sought after. But Perona and Yamato, good leaders, popular characters, love the artwork on those. Obviously, we know that Gecko Moria has proven to be a great leader, seen a huge amount of play and a huge amount of success. And of course, Vinsmoke Reiju has seen a bunch of play and a bunch of success as well. This is a set with good alternate art leaders, popular characters, very playable. In that regard, it's awesome. Now, in terms of special rares, we have special rares in this set. And I don't think they're necessarily the best of them in terms of design, but there's Rebecca and Big Mum and Borsalino, all of which are incredibly playable. Don't forget, we've got Buggy, playable and it's buggy, and I love the So-So Sugar. I think it's stunning. It's not the most popular or expensive among them, but I'm still a big fan of it. And then I'll mention Miss All Sunday, because otherwise I've only mentioned 5 of the 6, and that's just weird. But there's so much to like here. In terms of manga rare, we've got Zoro, which isn't some big fancy super special manga rare, but it's all right. It's a decent manga rare. Again, I don't think anyone's going to get particularly bent up about this being, the best one ever. But that doesn't mean it's not a very cool manga rare that people are not going to be after. It's quite nice. It's all right. It's higher than some. But then we've got decent alternate arts as well. We've got alternate arts of Reiju and Gecko Moria. which are good cards that people are very much after. We got stuff like Perona, the character as well. And of course, we've got Anami, which is only a rare, not even an alternate art super rare. And yet that one is one that people are getting very, very excited about. It's doing well, it's attracting value, it's a cool card. And there's stuff like that all over this set. It is a great set. Now, we do have a treasure rare in this set. It's Nami, and it's not people's favourite, I think is a very polite, mild way to put it. It's fine. But people were trying to sell it for hundreds and hundreds of dollars on release. It's currently like a $60 card, according to TCG Player. It is not a big deal, but it is still a treasure rare Nami. It's still cool. Everything about OP-06 is just better than EB-01. It's got a better manga rare, it's got a treasure rare, it's got special rares and they're good, it's got better leaders, better alternate art leaders, better alternate art characters. No, I take it back. EB-01's got the better alternate art secret rares. We've got Zoro and Sanji, which are fine, but they're not up there with Bonkrai Bentham. There we go. That's what EB-01 has better. Other than that, it's all about OP-06. So what about OP-07? We've not had that yet. OP-07 is on the way. We're going to be getting it in the not too distant future. It is scheduled for release in June, so we're going to be getting it next month. How excited should we be about OP-07? And the answer is a lot. You should be a lot excited about OP-07. It's basically the Boa Hancock set. And that's not a bad thing. People like Boa Hancock. As an example, the manga rare Boa Hancock is, at least according to Japanese prices, and we have no reason to believe it'll be any different over here, clearly the second biggest manga rare we've had. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. Very clearly and obviously the second biggest manga rare. Plus we got the alternate art character, plus we've got the alternate art leader. And frankly, this is a very big deal. This is the Boa Hancock set, and people are going to absolutely love it for that. And we can put it side by side over in Japan with OP-06, and in terms of leaders, it's better. Boa Hancock is significantly more expensive than Yamato, which is the most expensive of the OP-06 leaders. And then we've got Jewelry Bonnie, who, okay, not quite as expensive as Yamato, but better than any of the others. The number 1 and 2 are way better. Now, there's still a quote-unquote bad leader in the set. In fact, there's 2. We got Monkey the Dragon and Foxy, neither of whom are attracting any buzz, any value whatsoever. Sorry about that. But we've also got the second Rob Lucci leader, and we've got an Egghead leader, who are fine. But because we've got Bonnie and we've got Boa Hancock, we're already doing better than we did over in OP-06. So in terms of leaders here, you've got to give the edge to OP-07. In terms of manga rare, we've got to give the edge to OP-07. There is incidentally going to be a treasure rare in the set. We don't know what it is. We have no idea about it. We have no clue about it right now. So sorry about that, there is going to be one. You know what else there's going to be? Hattori? Yeah. And it's an uncommon, so there's going to be a pre-release. I cannot stress this enough. If anyone goes to a pre-release and gets Hattori as their pre-release promo with a pre-release stamp, please hit me up on Twitter at @TheWassy. We will do a trade. It will be wonderful. In terms of alternate arts, we've got the Boa Hancock, which is higher than anything in OP-06. Moria was the highest over in Japan. And then we got other cool stuff like Luffy, like Sanji, like Bonnie. It is a good set for alternate arts. It's probably just a little bit higher than OP-06. Not massively so, but a little bit higher. But it's higher enough to make a little bit of a difference. There is a lot going on here, which basically elevates it in my eyes above OP-06. When I make videos like this, I don't like sitting on the fence. I like coming out and giving a definitive answer, and I think OP-07 might be better. But what about the special rares, I hear you shout? Because we've not yet had a look at the special rares. How special are they? Yeah, they win too. Because you've got a special rare of Onami, which is phenomenal. The Rebecca in OP-06 is good. The Onami blows it out of the water. It really is as simple as that. And then we've got a bunch of other really cool ones. The Izzo, very, very popular, attracting a whole bunch of value. Got Captain Eustace Kid there as well, which is generally coming in at third place. It is a great set for special rares as well. Everything we look at here between the two sets, OP-07 just keeps end up coming out on top. Oh, the alternate art secret rares. We got bizarre versions of Sabo and Ace. They are about in line with, if you even them out, they're about in line with the two from OP-06. So I think OP-07 wins. If we look at what we've got over in Japan, if we start looking at the prices and the deck lists and all of that, OP-07's got the better manga rare, the better leaders, the better higher end special rares. Got the better alternate arts. It's basically just better. Now, the treasure rare could swing it. We don't know what the treasure rare is, except the treasure rare in OP-06 was not that popular. So I'm not sure how the OP-07 can be bad enough to flip this. And that's basically where we are. I think EB-01 does come up at third place, but I don't think that's a bad thing. It's a special set. It's designed a bit different. But I think if you put OP-07 and OP-06 side by side, I think OP-06 wins. There we go, a definitive answer, because I don't like sitting on the fence. But now it's over to you guys. Tell me which of these sets you like. Tell me which you're focused on. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.